The capture of the Venezuelan leader is leading to mixed reaction from people here in Colorado. While some are celebrating the potential end of an oppressive regime, others are concerned about the U.S. involvement. Your reporter Jasmine Arenas joining us live at the Capitol now. And Jasmine, that is where a number of people gathered today saying the American government should not have gotten involved.
That's right, Kelly. There's a range of emotions in the air. Some Venezuelans I spoke to say they're happy and that they're hopeful that freedom is coming to their country, while others who are protesting today say the U.S. government should not get involved. Saturday, business was nonstop for owner of Catira Venezuelan Kitchen and Cocktails, Manuel Sucre.
So after the news, they didn't really know what to expect, but I also was prepared to be busy today.
He even had to step in to help on a day he typically is off.
Emotional day for Venezuelans in whatever way you want to put it. So here at Catira, we're just happy to be sharing the Venezuelan culture.
People gathering over arepas and booze to celebrate the capturing of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro is only a glimpse of the situation.
I'm excited that we might be able to take our kids to actually go see Venezuela.
And hopefully things will come back to be better.
The same sentiment is shared across the U.S. Owner of Denver's Reunion Bakery found himself learning about the news while on vacation in Puerto Rico, saying he hopes this means actual freedom for the people in his country.
In Venezuela, you cannot speak out. There's no freedom of press. There's no freedom of anything, basically. And I think the sentiment is a sentiment of joy. And I think for all Venezuelans, we will feel happy about this.
But not everyone agrees. Jocelyn Corrales, an organizer with Aurora Unidos CSO, the organization that's hosting a protest at the Capitol, doesn't think the U.S. should step in and lead Venezuela. Meanwhile, they wait for another leader.
We want the U.S. to stay out of intervention with Venezuela, and we want Maduro freed. We want Venezuela to be able to handle their own affairs, and we want Trump to stay out of it.
Still, the hope overall amongst many Venezuelans remains the start of something new.
Venezuela has a lot of riches that I would like to see them be used for good.
So as you can see, a mix of emotions there. Many people, again, protesting here today at the Capitol say they would like the U.S. to stay out of other affairs and take care of what's going on in this country. Meanwhile, Venezuelans that I spoke with say they're happy and they're hoping that something does change in their country and that freedom and democracy live in Venezuela. Still, the U.S. President Donald Trump has mentioned that the U.S. will take over Venezuela for now until another leader comes in. I'm live in Denver. Jasmine Arenas covering Colorado First.
Thank you, Jasmine. We're also getting reaction from Governor Jared Polis. He responded to the overnight actions, praising the removal of Maduro, and called on the United States to support the person elected as the Venezuelan president more than a year ago. Polis sharing a statement that says in part, quote, "Today is a moment to celebrate the ouster of the brutal socialist dictator of Venezuela, who has cruelly impoverished the once prosperous country that sits on greater oil wealth than Saudi Arabia." He added, in July 2024, the people of Venezuela overwhelmingly elected as their president Unity Democratic Platform candidate Edmundo González Urrutia. Now is the time for President-elect González to receive the support he deserves from the U.S. to assume his rightful place and powers as president.